What's going on, everybody? If you're thinking about moving to Folsom, then focus. This video is for you. I'm gonna save you from making the wrong decision because this city is not built for everybody. Trust me. The people who thrive here tend to look very similar. Same life stage, similar income range, similar priorities. And if that's not for you, you can feel completely out of place here. Today, we're breaking down the real data. Who's moving here, who's buying, who's loving it, and who probably shouldn't. Let me repeat myself, who probably shouldn't. So let's find out exactly where you land in this. My name is Joubert Caston. I am a local real estate advisor in town, but most importantly, I am a very proud girl dad. Today's video is all about who should and who shouldn't move to Folsom, California. So let's dive deep into it. All right, who is thriving here in Folsom? What does the ideal family look like here in Folsom? Well, you're gonna find out. Let's talk about who is absolutely flourishing in Folsom, California. When you dig into the numbers, a very clear picture starts to form. The people who find the most happiness and success here tend to fall into a few key groups. The first and biggest group is established families and professionals in their prime earning years. Let me repeat myself. Established families and professionals in their prime earning years. The data doesn't lie. The median age in Folsom is a very specific 40.4 years old. This isn't a city packed with fresh college grads or retirees. It's a place for people who are deep in their careers and family life. You can see this in income levels too. The median household income is a jaw-dropping $139,804 per year. That's not just comfortable, that's an affluent community, placing Folsom among the top earning large cities in the state. These are households in their 30s, 40s, and 50s with careers that are already well established. We see that reflected in the job market. Folsom is known for Intel, of course, but it also has a huge and growing healthcare sector that provides great local jobs. It's a city for people who are past the starter home phase and are looking for a real lifestyle upgrade. The home ownership rate hovers around 70% with a ton of 3 and 4 bedroom single family homes. This is the classic suburban dream, and Folsom serves it up. Just look at the new development in Folsom Ranch, south of Highway 50. They are designed specifically for these families with new schools and community perks built right in. The second group finding a perfect fit here is Asian American and mixed race families who want suburban diversity. While a lot of suburbs can feel a bit one note, Folsom tells a different story. The city is about 55 to 60% white, but has a large and growing Asian population that makes up nearly 20% of all residents. This isn't just a number on a spreadsheet, it's a vibrant part of the community's identity. In fact, data shows that households led by Asian householders report the highest median income in the city, an incredible $189,239. This creates a unique blend where families can find cultural community and representation while also enjoying the safety, top-rated schools, and suburban life that Folsom is known for. That kind of diversity is an affluent suburb is hard to find. And it's a major reason why families who want a multicultural environment flock here. And finally, a huge group thriving in Folsom is the equity refugees from pricey coastal cities, especially in the Bay. The median home price in Folsom might be in the mid 700,000, but it's all about perspective. For someone selling a small, older home in the Bay, that same money can buy a bigger, newer house here in a great school district with amenities they can only dream of before. The overall cost of living in Folsom can be 55% lower than in San Francisco. These aren't just lateral moves, they're massive lifestyle upgrades. These buyers are trading traffic and sky-high costs for a place that feels safe, is family-friendly, and simply gives them more of their money. They're looking for that cul-de-sac where the kids can play, easy access to Folsom Lake and the American River Trail, and a real sense of community, all things Folsom has in spades. All right, guys. If you're a family in your peak earning years, if you're looking for a diverse suburban community, or if you're ready to cash in your equity for a better quality of life, you are exactly who is loving Folsom right now. If this is starting to make sense and you're getting some value of this breakdown, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow, and it gets it in front of more people who need it just like you. Now let's flip the coin. who might land in Folsom and realize it's not quite what they were expecting. The data tells that story too. So check it out. Just like the data shows who thrives here, it also gives us a clue about who might struggle to find their groove in Folsom. This isn't a knock on anyone. It's just about matching your expectations to the reality on the ground. The first group that should probably think twice is young singles and renters under 30. Let's be blunt. Folsom is not a nightlife town with a median age of 40.4 and a social scene built around married couples and families. The city just moves at a different speed. Life here is built around school events, kids, sports, and family trips to the Folsom City Zoo or the Palladio Shopping Center. You won't find a dense, walkable downtown full of trendy bars, music venues, and cheap apartments like you would in Midtown Sac. On top of that, the housing market is built for buyers. Renters make up only about 30% of the households, and the rental options for young singles are pretty limited and can be pricey. If you're in your early 20s and looking for a hot dating scene and spontaneous city adventures, Folsom's quiet suburban nights might feel pretty isolating. The second group that will face a tough climb is budget-conscious buyers in low-income households. There's no way to sugarcoat this. Folsom is an expensive place to live. The poverty rate is low at around 5.3%, but that's mostly because the cost to get in is so high. When the median household income is nearly $140K, it drives up home prices way up for everyone. Sure, it's cheaper than the Bay, but it's one of the priciest suburbs in the entire Sacramento region, with housing costs that are way higher than in Sacramento proper. This makes it incredibly difficult for first-time homebuyers or single-income families to even get a foot in the door. If your household income is closer to the state or national average, you'll probably find that the Folsom housing market is just out of reach. Next, and this might surprise you, retirees who are looking for a genuinely quiet, slow-paced life. While Folsom has its peaceful parks and a charming historic districts, it is anything but a sleepy town. The city's population has already hit over 92,500 people and is growing at one of the fastest rates in California. That growth brings energy, but it also brings traffic, construction, and crowds. The Folsom Ranch development alone is adding thousands of new homes, which means more cars on the road and longer lines at the grocery store. Because the city is so dominated by families with kids, the whole community buzzes with a youthful, active energy. If you're a retiree hoping to downsize and find some real peace and quiet, the constant hum of a booming family-focused suburb might be the exact opposite of what you're looking for. Finally, last but not least, you shouldn't move to Folsom if you're unprepared for a hot, car-dependent suburban lifestyle. This is a practical point, but it's tied directly to who lives here. The people who love Folsom's hot summers are the ones who lean into the lifestyle that comes with it. They have a pool in the backyard, or they spend every weekend out on Folsom Lake or Lake Natoma. It's a lifestyle that pretty much requires a car to get from all your air conditioning house to an air conditioned store. Unlike city centers with great public transit, Folsom is a classic suburb where driving is the norm. If your perfect weekend doesn't involve being on the water and the idea of 100-degree days and living in your car sounds awful, the Folsom lifestyle probably isn't for you. So I'm gonna wrap it up like this. Focus! So when it's all said and done, who should and shouldn't move to Folsom? The data draws a very clear line. Folsom is a paradise for affluent families in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, especially those looking for fantastic schools, a safe community, and neighbors in the same life stage. It offers a unique, diverse suburban vibe and is perfect landing spot for people cashing in their equity from more expensive cities. But if you're a young single looking for nightlife, a home buyer on a tight budget, or a retiree searching for true peace and quiet, the numbers suggest you might feel like you're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. We all know how difficult that is. Choosing where to live is one of the biggest decisions you're ever going to make, and going past the pretty pictures to look at the real data is the best first step you can take. If you're still trying to figure out if Folsom or maybe another Sacramento suburb is the right place for you, that's what I do. I get calls and texts every single day from people just like you who are thinking about moving to the Sacramento area, and I would absolutely love it if I was a resource for you. So whether you're planning to move in 9 days or 90 days, please don't hesitate to reach out. shoot me a text, give me a call, shoot me an email. I did the same exact move that you're looking at doing myself. I moved here from the Marin County area, relocated to Dorado Hills, now living in Folsom. I've got the lay of the land down, and I've got a plan in place to help you and your family make the most strategic and your next move, your best move. So reach out today. Most importantly, like, subscribe, share my channel. If you want to see how Folsom stacks up amongst all the other cities around the Greater Sacramento area, I'm happy to help navigate and just give you a free, no obligation consultation as well. So reach out today. I really love doing this, really love being of service, and really love helping. I'm Joubert Caston. Hope you enjoyed this video. Now stay tuned to the next, silly. Take care.